This morning, the lone survivor in a Connecticut triple murder is blasting a court ruling that wipes out the attacker's death sentences. Jennifer Hawk Pettit was raped and strangled during a home invasion in 2007. Her two daughters died from smoke inhalation after their house was set on fire. Their father, Dr. William Pettit, survived.
Connecticut Supreme Court has ruled 4-3 on Thursday that the state's death penalty is unconstitutional. That decision in a different case affects 11 inmates on death row. CBS News legal expert Rikki Klieman joins us at the table. Rikki, good to see you. We all remember this story because it was so heinous, and Bill Pettit has already said it was devastating to him, this decision. Help us understand the court's reasoning here.
We should remember that this case came to the court not through the Pettit case, but it came through a case brought by a man named Eduardo Santiago. And what happened was back in 2012, on April 25th, the legislature, the body elected by the people of Connecticut, enacted a law that said the death penalty is unconstitutional. Well, the death penalty shall be abolished going forward. But anyone who is still on death row, there were 11 people, including the two killers who are looked at as monsters in the Pettit case, they were still on death row. And the legislature, probably because of those two people, Komisarjevsky as well as Hayes, said the people on death row, they're still getting executed. So Santiago goes forward with a case. And now the Connecticut Supreme Court, in a 92-page opinion, 75 pages by the majority, goes through the whole history of the death penalty and says no more. The death penalty is now unconstitutional under the Connecticut Constitution.
What about the families of these victims, like Dr. Pettit? Because I would imagine he had such a sense of closure. Now everything's reopened. Can he appeal this decision?
No. What you have here is this. Because they decided that the death penalty is unconstitutional as cruel and unusual punishment, this is their reasoning. They say it no longer comports with contemporary standards of human decency, and it serves no peniological legitimate purpose. So with those two prongs, and because it's the Connecticut state constitution, it's final. It's over. The only way to overturn this would be by a state constitutional amendment. That is not going to happen.
It'll be interesting to see how this influences other high courts across the nation. Yeah, Rikki, thank you so much.